Well, hello everybody. It has been a little while. Dave here in 9 VFR, getting set up to do an activation for Parks on the Air, something that I do love to do. My park here, I am at the Ted Jones confluence point. Behind me you can see the earthen levee protecting from the Mississippi River, and as I turn the camera to the south, me facing north, you can see the earthen levee that is protecting the Missouri River. Right behind that little corner behind me right there is where the two meet, hence the name confluence. You might be familiar with the term or with the name Ted Jones. It's Edward Jones, actually, who has founded the very, very big investment brokerage house in the state of Missouri, the city of St. Louis, which I am just upriver from. My POTA mobile, my adventure mobile behind me, and every POTA activator knows you're going to have a dirty car. I literally also just got these wheels balanced yesterday, and after the drive here just now, I might need another one tomorrow. I don't know. It's kind of the life of a POTA activator. I am literally also probably 3 miles from my house, although it took me about a half an hour to get here. There is that little river called the Mississippi right between me and my house. Well, one thing I kind of want to do here, I want to show you my POTA setup, my antenna for when I am activating. This is basically it. I'm going to step out of the camera a little bit. My bag, my tote, a $6 Goodwill special, and there is my ICOM 7300 in there. And yeah, it's got the little handle here that retracts. I can pull it along whenever I need to. This is going to be my antenna for the day. It has become my setup of choice, my most typical, and has become my favored setup, this little guy. And that plus the 9-to-1. I didn't make this, I bought it. They're really very inexpensive from LDG, and they work great, better than something I could build, so that's why I bought it. This is a takeoff on the Eagle 1, and that basically is a 31 foot wire. I hang it from this. I'll do that momentarily. This is the spider beam, the 10 meter, a little over 30 feet, 33 feet maybe, whatever 10 meters comes to. That'll be sitting up on top of this under my front wheel. And back to this. I said it's kind of the version of an Eagle 1. I don't know if you're familiar with golf or not, playing the game of golf, but an eagle, as you know, if so, an eagle is 2 under par for a hole. Quite an accomplishment. However, an albatross is 3 under par for a hole. Hence, I named this the Albatross 1 because, in my opinion, it's just a little bit better than an Eagle 1. Anyway, so I'm going to shut it off here, show you where I'm going to set it up, what I'm going to do, and we'll get going. All set up, at least I think so. I haven't turned things on yet. Let's take a look. Well, there is the Albatross 1. The Albatross 1 half-inch floor flange under the tire, going up the mast 31 or so feet, and coming down to the 9-to-1. 50 feet of coax. 50 feet, you say, 50 feet. Those are the words from Dan, WD4DAN. Dan is one of those guys, if he says something, I pay attention. He's a smart guy. He says this really only works with 50 feet of coax. I'm not going to try to prove him wrong. I have 50 feet of coax. Dan, thank you very much. You might see behind me a little bit of a concern here. Some power lines, some quite heavy power lines that are literally going over the Mississippi River just out of view, and they have the definite possibility of causing some RF noise here, and actually they do. We'll overcome it. Well, my goal at this park is to work towards a kilo a little bit, although I'm really not very close to having one here. I'll get it someday, maybe. Not too concerned about that. But also to see how close I can get an N1cc award. That is where you have 10 bands activated, 10 bands, contacts on 10 bands from a park that's as an activator, or likewise as a hunter if you hunt on 10 bands from one park. I've only got a few, maybe 4 this park. So what I'm going to do here is get in the adventure mobile. I've got things set up. I do have this cable going. That's going to probably allow some FT8. Again, I'm going to work towards the N1cc award, and FT8 can be a really good way of achieving that 10 bands. I also have my CW key, my good old CW Morse, which is, and you might notice here, it's got a magnet underneath it. I glued this on here. This is a piece of my flooring. When I was installing the flooring, I had a little bit left over, and now I use it for a mouse and a CW, my key holder. Anyway, all right, I'm excited. Let's get ready to go play radio N9 VFR with you in a little while. And I am back from US 1765, Ted Jones Confluence. It's a state park in Missouri. Good activation. A highlight for me was that I got to work my friend Dave in 8 VFR. Yeah, I am Dave in 9 VFR, and he is Dave in 8 VFR. We'd kind of been joking about an activation together for a little while, talking online, and he and his wife Alicia came through in the summer, and we activated, David and I did, activated at Cahokia Mound State Park, which is just 10 miles or so south of me. And it was good to meet them, and it was hilarious to do an activation together. We talked about doing it just to confuse people. Dave in 8 VFR, Dave in 9 VFR, and I think we succeeded partly in confusing ourselves. Well, the goal was to move this park closer to an N1cc, and I did that. I got FT8 contacts on, let me see, 10, 12, 15, 17, and 30 meters, as well as a bunch of 40-meter hunter contacts. I did so plenty of QSOs for an activation. I tried for 6 meters. There was just nothing there. I even tried for 40 on the local, and again, nothing there. Even tried 80 meters, but nothing there. So alas, I am 2 bands short of my goal at that park. It won't go anywhere, so it'll still be there. Had I been with somebody else, I would have had my 2 tri-band HTs, and while I have 2 meters already at that park, I could have logged 440 and 220 and had the goal. Oh well, maybe next time. Anyway, it's all in fun. Hey everybody, 73. Wait, there's one more thing I need to do. I need to have a home brew. Yep, this is one I brewed a little while ago. It probably is getting a little bit short in that keg. I'm going to enjoy it. Life is too good not to celebrate. Yeah, tasty. Hey, see you soon, N9 VFR.